Hi. A few years ago, I had the privilege of facilitating a learning session for executives in an oil company. And during the program, I indicated to them that I have a duty to perform, which is to request for their resignation letters. They were shocked. They were surprised. They were not ready to resign. And we all laughed. And it dawned on me that most people do not think of the end of any particular situation they are in, be it our life, our jobs, whatever situation, there is an end. And so today we'll be discussing a life with an end. And I will be using my book, this book, Reflection on Unleashing Potential, the reflection number 2, which has to do with a life with an end. Several years ago, when I graduated at the age of 21, I thought those were 50 years old. Well, very, very old. And before I knew it, I was already 50. I looked back and I wanted to figure out what happened. Of course, people say time flies, but what really happened? And it dawned on me that the 29 years between 21 and 50 was not actually 29 years. Not 29 years of working. 29 years really is equivalent to about 8-9 years of work. Because a third of the time we're sleeping, possibly a third of the time we are commuting, eating, socializing. So time flies, and when we recognize that time flies and we don't have much time, and we think of the end of this life, we can begin to put ourselves in the position of getting out of the comfort zone and doing things that are more meaningful with our lives. Tony Campolo carried out a survey of nonagenarians, and when he was speaking to one person, one of them said that he wished, he asked him a question, what do you think you could have done better? And he said he wished he had reflected more, he wished he had taken more risks. But his third point is what actually caught my attention. The fact that he wished that he had done more to have a legacy. The question is, where you are today, what type of legacy do you have? Is your position, your possession, and your pocket possibly your identity? Are you giving your best to your organization? Are you going the extra mile? Are you in a comfort zone, or are you thinking of the legacy you want to leave? You can rest assured that no one, and I say no one, has ever received an award for taking under normal situations, but those who give are the ones that receive awards. I implore you today to start to think of the end of your life, to start to think of how many years you have left. You can celebrate your birthday anniversaries, fine, have fun. But I think what is more important is to think about what Tony Campolo said in his report. That is, the nonagenarians were thinking of reflecting more, taking more risk, and having a legacy. Can you start reflecting on the years you have left? The years you have left to whatever age you think you have left to get the final boarding pass, to exit this world. I didn't ask a few people at a seminar, what would they do if they had 6 months to leave? And most of them, you could see that the emphasis was not on what they would gain or get for themselves. It was more of what can they do to have a legacy. It's not too late to change. To start thinking of these principles of how you can become excellent in what you do. You can start to unleash that potential that you have, and you begin to make a difference. I implore you to start taking the principles of a personal vision, to start thinking of principles of setting goals, to start thinking of how much you can contribute, much more than you've contributed in the past, to start reflecting on your journey so far, and to believe that the end will surely be one that will make you fulfilled. But today is the day to start thinking And I'm certain that you will succeed if you do take this presentation and reflect on it, and also decide, whatever the situation is, that you will succeed. I wish you the best in this journey of life. And until the next episode in this series, God bless you. Take care of yourself.